quickly like Snake can. And Snake, not just a character that can break out of your combos, but also make you pay for even attempting them.
How dare you hit me?
Yeah, exactly. I'll show you. This'll teach you to try to play the game against me.
I mean, some folks just don't actually want to play Smash Brothers. They just want to, like, you know, toss projectiles at you across the screen. And right now, we're kind of seeing Ling do that too, trying to go blow for blow with Snake, explosives against vegetables, and I don't know if that's the right option right
I don't know. We're burning down the crops, it seems. The grenade in the field is just going to be one more issue to keep that a non-issue. It feels like the turnips can try to do something here at range, but it's mostly been Ling kind of hanging on to it. Wants to get to mid-range, and then he can go for some of these follow-ups. He doesn't want to do it full stage.
But this is really the problem, is that typically what Ling wants to do is you want to jump over the Snake, and then, hold on for a second.
Nice.
Take that thought and pause it for a split second. As the side B lingers for so long, you never know when you're going to need to get that tech.
Yeah, a crucial mistake here, and MVD falls by the wayside off stage. Now Ling with a good lead, he's just going to hang out, catch a grenade with that, and has enough time to let it cook and throw it right back to sender.
I mean, typically, in these spots, MVD has been so clutch when he gets you to the corner, but actually fully commits right there to the down smash, and Ling very wise to jump over it. Now trying to apply a little bit of projectile pressure with these turnips, but instead has to dodge the double up tilt from this Snake as he's trying to go ahead and practice a little bit of yoga, looking like Dawson.
Yeah, exactly. He's got to go for that prone crouch in order to avoid some of the best angles for that forward throw on the turnip.
Was that a snitch?
I don't think it looked like it, but who knows? I mean, the luck for both Peach players has been insane tonight, and right now we're going to get that roll as well, trying to catch a high recovery. Very good snipes here, both high and low covered appropriately by Ling.
The down smash, it lingered for so long, and MVD, he waited, and it looked like that recovery was perfect, but he was just ever so slightly off, and Ling had the answer.
Okay, great stuff, but he actually deactivates the Nikita. It's so good for him. Gets a reset, but no, MVD still going to put up a hell of a defense on ledge. We're going to get that nice hit here, and that's going to take the stock 2-1.
Down air into some solid damage, but again, the grenade pull able to break out of that situation. Snake uses the double jump aggressively, so now Ling, are we going to go for the up B? No, instead, not selling out entirely, going with the up air to just try to rack up a little bit extra damage.
Yeah, still, MVD can't be going for too much of that fast fall air dodge, simply because Ling might be looking for it on repeat offenses. I don't know. MVD now setting up this good ledge trap, or at least ledge trap from the other side of the stage.
Did he just use the turnip to deactivate the Nikita too?
Feels like it, yeah.
Match up knowledge. This dude is intelligent.
Yeah, very good stuff. The big brain plays coming out for Ling. Still got to get past this mid-stage aggression that MVD has been so keen to take on.
Trying to go ahead and use that nair to just open Snake up, but again, using the back air as out of shield options against the up tilt. Like, that's rough when Snake just can't start using that move in neutral.
Okay, in the delay, we get that air dodge. MVD now forced into an unwinnable situation. You can see Ling threatening everything on that ledge, was not going to let that slide, and MVD just kind of let it happen.
You talked about potentially seeing the DDD come out here in this matchup, but I mean, when you're taking a 2-stock lead down to the wire, it may look like you can keep that deep in the pockets.
Exactly, right? You might not even need it to come out on the field. We're going to Town and City, a classic Snake stage.
Yep, this is definitely one of those spots where forward tilt kills super early. You have the broad blast zones that are particularly vertical, so your up smash can play a big role. And then also, I mean, we don't need to say anything more about Nikita. That move disgusting.
Exactly. And these off-stage edge guards are going to be where we find the most volatility, right? MVD knows that Ling can catch him here in these sides of the stage, but it could go both ways.
Great damage here at low percents, but that's what we're kind of like expecting from Peach.
Right.
If Peach doesn't start this off against a heavy character with like a 0 to 60% combo, you're doing something wrong.
Right.
Now this is the spot where it's going to be harder, where you no longer have anything more than 2-piece linking moves. Now you just got to go ahead and snipe MVD out before he gets the ability to set up a camp game and pressure to catch this percentage lead all the way back.
Exactly. No platforms, and MVD getting carried away on the stretcher. Tries to fight his way back in with a high recovery. We're seeing another one of those neutral air dodge fast falls that I was worried about Ling doing a great job of catching with the nair, but it's not a big punish, so we might have to see what happens next. Great tech! Immaculate tech!
I mean, I got hit with absent right here.
I would have died. Everyone would have died.
Chair. Yeah, exactly.
You at home, you would have died.
And then the Nikita actually cleans it up as MVD center stage, sending that projectile at the perfect angle to intercept Ling's recovery options.
Oh, and knowing that he can actually get the iframes on that throw animation, so he can get a big hit while still taking the grenade.
And just look at that, Ling just using the momentum and the movement, trying to get MVD to drop shield or drop the grenade. Neither one working. MVD's mental on point here. Remember when Ling had that percentage lead? Well, since then, it's been all MVD.
I know, and right now, Snake looking like the heavy that he used to be because he's living in high percents. Still going to get something here. We got some rage, and yeah, we could use it for a clutch down smash call out, but nope, it's going to be the roll in, the safer of the options for Ling to take stage, to try to take stage control.
That was a stitch, so it's actually going to be Ling that ends up on top right there.
But barely. I mean, the fact that it had to kill it 200% post-hit is
True.
something here. MVD playing a patient game, going for the Nikita up just for extra coverage in the same way that Ling has been going for the up throw turnips.
Great spot dodge right there, dodging the standing grab from MVD, and now just trying to go ahead and have some kind of an out-of-shield option, but not going to work out as Ling, again, showing a mastery in these low to mid percentage situations. But the problem is that, yeah, you're at up tilt kill percent, so I hope you're safe in shield.
Right, with this platform setup, I mean, MVD is trying to go for the high recoveries, but Ling is able to reset the jump on the platform. It's almost like he's just able to reposition in time. It's almost a non-issue, but you see, the flanking, MVD still says, this is not your edge guard, it's actually mine.
In a situation where anytime you can get those crazy reverses, it just takes the wind entirely out of your opponent's sail. Remember that momentum you were building up? Well, it's mine. I'll take that kindly.
All right, let's go to the Cypher, and we've got a little bit of damage, but yeah, he's taking 53% off the rip. That's not going to be good. You're starting to lose ground here, and MVD crouching under everything, just in case, right? You never know.
Yeah, I mean, in these spots, too, it makes it so that Ling has to be absolutely precise with the back airs. So if you try to get like a full cancel back air and you do it a little bit too high, like that distance that we just saw right there, you're going to be able to crouch under that. And you know what comes after the crouch, right? That up tilt.
Right, it's not just the crouch. It also sets you up for things like that down tilt that we were looking for. He did try to low profile that, but he wasn't able to do it. It's not going to be the true prone that the crouch itself gives you. Still getting a dash attack. It's, again, that zone breaking tool that a zoner like Snake has. Rebound off the backboard, and that's going to be it. Oh, wait!
He had a stock advantage. It's okay. Yeah. Take a minute to just like, you know what? I don't need the second stock. We'll call it a JV2 instead.
Exactly. The JV2. Oh, yeah. I'll let you have that one. That was free. That one's free.
A little bit of a discount right there on Snake's side, but we got to talk about this nerf from a momentum perspective. We just saw 2 stock on Link's side, 2 stock on MVD's side.
Yeah.
Like, this is blow for blow. These two are relatively evenly matched, but it feels like when the pace is slow, MVD is coming out clean.
Yeah, very true. Right now, I mean, I don't know. We've already seen a good game on both sides. Ling, he had some good momentum. Can he recapture that?
I mean, it feels like the momentum is always there from 0 to 80, but then as soon as you can't combo Snake no more, then it's grenade. Oh, all of a sudden, the percentage differential doesn't matter.
And I think it's also like an endurance thing. Like, how many times can you get like your bread and butters only to have them interrupted halfway through, and then you have to re-pick it back up, and you have to react to every explosion angle. Which way is Snake going in this moment? Are we both getting popped up? Do I have to defend myself? What's going on?
I want to see these strings lead to kills, too. Already 80% here, but then MVD manages to get back to center stage. Ling had the opportunity to just clean that stock off the side, but the recoveries have been so clutch from MVD. We only saw one get intercepted game 1.
The only issue is MVD is going for a lot of these long-lasting moves, right? Like, he's looking for, like, Nair. He's looking for a couple other things.
He's looking for a Nikita offstage. Good. That's one of those spots where definitely a small tech club that turns into a stock because that is so long-lasting. That move is not particularly kind in the frames department.
Yeah, definitely. You got to be precise or find yourself off stage, up creek without a paddle. Right now, getting a good string here and continuing on is Ling. Such a healthy percent on the first stock. This is looking like it might just be his game locked and stocked.
Back air actually punished was one of Snake's own. Gets the parry into the down throw. Are we going to go for tech chase? No. Great standard get up from Ling. Not trying to go ahead and hit more buttons than needed.
All right. Even though Ling was hitting the NOS in that moment, he's got to let off on the gas pedal. Still got to reset here and a quick fade in to see if MVD is going to panic. He gets a grab here, and we do get that. Again, it's the no mix-up we saw in that earlier set. It's not true, but hey, it doesn't mean you can't get it.
I've also noticed that it feels like one of the big differences between MVD and Ling is that Ling will try to go ahead and do float cancels into retreating aerials, while Mudace will try to go ahead and get a grab out of that. And so far, the difference in playstyle actually coming back to bite Ling because MVD's been feeling safe in shield so far.
That is true. Got to make him feel as though he can't do that so safely. You gotta
punish him. Just when you think you're safe, the last bit of that projectile claiming the stock.
Exactly, and catching the lack of invulnerability frames, your time had run out on the ledge. MVD knows it, so he's just going to try to play it far back, use those range projectiles in the grenade to try to catch any hit. Any stray hit could lead to more if he follows up with some good drift.
But now edge trap situation there, and just kind of allowing MVD to get back up. That grenade was really well placed, so it meant that Ling couldn't run up this edge and cover. But doesn't really need to. Only 3.7% extra credit here, so a solid stock lead.
The pace of the game has completely slowed down from the first minute and a half. Right now, Ling, credit to his patience, trying to recognize he doesn't have to break the bank here. He's just going to tap it in, just kind of hang out, outlast. And if you can outlast Snake, that's a credit.
But this is the problem here, is now Ling has been struggling to get that combo starter at this stock, and that is what you want to see if you are a Snake main. You want to keep your opponent just swinging wildly. The second that they feel like they can pressure your shield and do retreating aerials and not have to worry about the grenades exploding and dealing a ton of damage, that's when you can actually find yourself in an awkward spot.
Right, but MVD is throwing out some of those double jumps a little bit often. Ling's got to find the anti-airs to rob him of that resource and continue to put the pressure on. If you can put the screws to MVD off stage, that's where he can be a little bit more in danger if he doesn't have that jump.
There actually catches MVD right there and tries for the side B instead of the back air. Interesting option from Ling, perhaps trying to just bet it all in that situation, but I don't know if you want to start swinging for the fences against a heavy character like this. We all know what Snake does with the deficit.
Exactly, and this military man trying to put up a no-fly zone on Peach, still trying to get that down throw. We do get the follow-up, but no, it's on shield. Get a reset. Do it again? No, not the roll-in this time.
He kind of got the brawl chain grab going for a split second right there. On reaction, toss him off stage right there, 167. So next grab is an easy stock here.
He actually looped it around, but it hit the side of the Palos stage. We still get a reset here. Finally, the up tilt is the finisher. 105, Snake, as we mentioned, can survive, but for how long?
I mean, this kind of feels even nerve. Like, we haven't really seen Ling be able to land any kind of a haymaker. No strong moves so far. And the pressure is entirely on Ling. Look at the damage starting to rack up. This is nickels and dimes are building your debt here in MVD, trying to cash in.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. You know, Mudace has the decision-making, the shot calling, but Ling afraid to pull the trigger sometimes in these clutch situations. He's got to make a play, because right now MVD is beating him down on the shield.
Turn up toss to force out the air dodge, but still MVD manages to get back to stage, and now trying to just get something going, but the spot dodge from Ling, and MVD stands strong in shield. I've got to see some of these tomahawk grabs here, because there we go, finally getting one, catching MVD, committing to that defensive option.
And still trying to use the iframes on that down throw to try to beat out, although it's the footstool? What in the hell? He gets it! Ling able to bring it back from the depths!
That was terrifying. You know that MVD was sitting there like, all I have to do is keep playing the same game. I don't have to pull out anything special. I just have to sit back and allow you to trade with me. But then at the last possible second, we got a little bit of an extra wild card.
With 2 grenades surrounding you, you go for that. You just it's a bit of a Hail Mary. You know you're going to get caught by something. Yeah, it might hit the grenade. Yeah, it might blow both of us up. But finally, that's the call I wanted to see. He makes the play.
And a little bit of a nod we saw too from MVD right there. So game recognizing, game perhaps understanding that it took a lot of mental strength to bear down in that spot too.
Absolutely, and still, you know, in the face of danger, be unafraid, still go for the plays that you know are gonna make you those plays. If you are able to actually get the risk reward in that situation, if you're Ling, that's gotta feel good. So let's see what game 4 holds.
Good spot dodge in between those two. So yeah, there's like I think it's like -20 on shield just about on that first tilt. You can easily either get a spot dodge going, or even if you've got a fast out of shield option, you can just fire it off. Too many Snakes get away with being able to tap your shield errantly with that forward tilt.
Absolutely, and it is a good move. You can get the launcher, but if you don't get that, it's just going to be a quick reset back. Instantly looking for a grab. MVD a little bit optimistic, looking for that. And Ling, he's still able to put up this wall.
I mean, the item gameplay is, it's on deck for both players. Neither one of them. Did you just up tilt out of disadvantage? Like, you got hit by down air, SDI out of it, it's like, I'm going to swing 2 now.
No matter what, Snake's always going to do something at a disadvantage. Sometimes it's the grenade doing the work for you, but you never have the, you never have to rely too heavily on it if you can press those buttons.
True enough. Now the up air going to force MVD high, but not really feasting on these high recoveries is Ling. It feels like Ling is basically allowing MVD to get back and just trying to punish the landing on ground rather than going high and trying to get the stock early.
Right, and you can see, I mean, MVD playing like Call of Duty, going from like full stand to prone to full stand to prone to up tilt to full stand to prone. Like, he's just looking for any kind of high-low switch-ups to get something on Ling.
Okay, a little bit of self-harm right there with the double grenade into the up smash, but still claiming that stock early with the back air at 181. Ling's combo game, phenomenal. His neutral game, phenomenal. But his killing has been so difficult.
This is the point where Ling is able to pay dividends with those forced air dodges on MVD.
But at 181 though?
Yeah, I get it, but it's just a beginning, right? And we still have 2 stocks. There are still more layers to this conditioning tree that Ling still has yet to unlock.
Now we're back to the same old tricks here on MVD's side, just trying to go ahead and get that down air, which is a disgusting move, by the way. There's no reason to deal that much damage and be that quick. And
have that range as well. Like, he's a long dude, very tall guy, reaching out with those legs, and that's going to be enough. You're going to get a down throw. Can't get it. There's not a lot of room, but you try to go for the forward air. I appreciate it.
Grenade is out, forcing the dash attack away from that blast zone, and now good punish right there. Missed tech, but unable to get anything going was Ling. Does manage to land the forward air, forcing a high recovery again, but the air dodges from MVD, he's not doing that like super aggressively. He's waiting until Ling is actually able to toss out an aerial, then firing them off. Peach doesn't actually have the best mobility, so yeah, waiting is the correct tool.
Yeah, you are still floating enough. You can't really make up that distance difference in time if you're not at the right range. Get another dot eyes. We got the RNG coming back to rear its ugly head here in winners finals. Ling wants to put a quick 3-1 end to this set, but you can see MVD has that potential to do something here with the rage.
I mean, at 151, anything Snake wants to do will kill you.
Oh!
But he doesn't go for the up tilt, instead tries to grab.
He couldn't turn around in time, I don't think, right now. That was a little bit unsafe spacing for Ling, but he gets away with it. Manages to take the stock, and 154, a breath from Snake should work. It's going to do it.
Hey, up tilt certainly. That'll do in any situation just about. Every Snake main's best friend coming in clutch to bring it to a last stock situation, and MVD looking strong this game, but still, Ling is more than capable of answering back.
Okay, yep, holding all the way, knowing that there's a hitbox, laying in wait behind that aerial pressure, just the empty float, but it's never empty. Ling always gonna wait to the last moment until throwing out that hitbox.
Good forward air there. I think that caught the double jump, didn't it?
Possibly.
So this is going to be a really awkward spot for MVD, and the crowd comes out for a 3-1 victory. Ling's Peach is in